What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Justin here. As always, thanks for stopping by and hanging out for another haul. We have a pretty rad haul today. We have some Boglins, some Blu-rays, 4Ks, this bad boy that I'm really excited to talk about. Before we get started, guys, do like this video. If you could, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you picked up lately. I always love hearing what you guys pick up. Also, a really quick Rad Pack plug. Me and my homies, Mel from My Killer Podcast, Garrett from Born to Be Rad. We just did our brand new Rad Pack episode. It was a Q&A episode where we asked you guys a bunch of questions. You guys sent in you actually sent in so many questions we couldn't get to them all on this episode, so we will do this again. But check out that latest Q&A episode. It's one of my favorite episodes that we've ever done. I'll link that down below, as well as a couple of our other episodes. But let's go ahead and dive into this haul. So first off, I did dedicate an entire video to this. This is I got 3 new Boglins. You guys know I'm kind of a Boglin weirdo. I'm not afraid to say it. This is King Topor. I think that's how you say his name. And I also got a couple of other brand new Boglins. I still have a few to go, but I'll leave that video down below so you can check them out. These are really, really cool. These are 3 new designs. There's been a couple more waves that have come since then, so I still have some catching up to do, but I love these Boglins. They're so nostalgic for me. Just takes me back to my little happy place, the 80s and 90s, playing with my old Boglins. I wish I still had them. Next, we're gonna talk about this lunchbox here. This autographed lunchbox was autographed by Kevin Smith. I've seen him live a bunch of times, whether it's him screening a movie or just doing a stand-up event. It's not really stand-up, it's more just storytelling, but I've seen him live a bunch of times, and I caught him this time at this beautiful local theater that we have. It's generally a concert venue. It's this massive, beautiful old theater, and he screened Clerks 3. I had actually never seen a movie with that many people in that big of a space, in that environment. It was really, really cool. I love the movie. I did a review of it, and he did a Q&A afterwards. I think he talked for, I don't know, an hour or 2 hours and got through maybe 3 questions. If anybody's seen Kevin Smith live, you know the dude can talk. But even if you're not a massive fan of the View Askew universe and all his movies, he's such an entertaining speaker and storyteller that I recommend anybody, if he comes to town, go see Kevin Smith. It's a fantastic show. And I picked up this autographed lunchbox. Shout out to Chris, my brother-in-law. He just came back from an oddly long restroom break. I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? And the dude came back with this. What a fucking badass. So thank you, Chris. This is super, super cool. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the Vinegar Syndrome titles here. I got Summer of Blood, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and Cloak and Dagger. Now I'm super excited to check both of these out, but this is the one that I was actually most excited to receive. This is Summer of Blood. I have the DVD here that I've had forever. I never thought that it would get this type of release from Vinegar Syndrome. It's actually one of their partner labels, Factory 25. This movie is super unique. It's like the first like mumblecore vampire movie that I've ever seen. It's a lot of comedy, a lot of horror, but they meld together so well. It's written, directed, and stars Onar Tuckle, who's a Turkish writer-director. He's done movies like Applesauce and Girl Fight and a couple of other ones. He's this schlubby kind of loser guy who's kind of just floating his way through life. He has this girlfriend that kind of sees he's going nowhere and breaks up with him. This amazing breakup scene at this restaurant. He's so fucking clueless. But on his way home after the breakup, he gets bit by a vampire. And it all of a sudden turns into this like sort of improvised comedy into this legit horror movie. It's part workplace comedy, part horror. It's all kinds of things, and it's incredible. And I was so stoked to see that Summer of Blood got a release with the beautiful slipcover, new artwork. It's just a brilliant release. So cool to have this. I wanted to talk about this one a little bit more because I think a lot less people have heard about this movie, and it's available on Vinegar Syndrome's website. This is a high recommendation for me, and in my opinion, it's a blind buy. If you have not seen it, I would just pick it up, especially maybe on the Black Friday sale. I'm not sure when this was released, but definitely check it out. If you're a fan of like What We Do in the Shadows and like improvised comedy, and a fan of horror comedies, it just doesn't miss. It's a great movie. Next up, this beautiful release of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. It's incredible. What an amazing release. I'm sure a lot of you guys that are collecting already have this one. Just Vinegar Syndrome. With every release, they just get better and better and better and take more and more pride in their releases, more so than some other boutique labels. And this is another just absolutely incredible release from Vinegar Syndrome, and this is Cloak and Dagger. This is part of their VSU line. This is the third in their VSU line. So I think it was Beastmaster, and then it was I never remember the name of this. Six String Samurai, and now Cloak and Dagger. It's an amazing release with this hard box, this magnet close deal. I guess I'll open it up here. It comes with the book, and then it comes with the movie, but you also get the hard box and the slipcover. It's all designed to look like an old retro video game, so super cool. And next up, the 4K Steelbook release, the Best Buy exclusive of Reservoir Dogs. Lionsgate continuing to just up their game with every Steelbook release with these vinyl slipcovers that have art that sort of play along and dance along with the cover art, just like the American Psycho. So you pull this up and the cop's ear comes off. It's just beautiful. Great artwork on there. It's just so cool to see a big studio take pride in physical releases still. Not a lot are. So Lionsgate is really coming through, and I think they know that there's a good collector's market. So they're putting this stuff out there, and it's awesome. Next up is Pearl. This is the Walmart exclusive. I think I will eventually pick up the other release just because it's, as Mel from My Killer Podcast pointed out to me, I didn't really notice, the standard release has the X pattern on this, which kind of matches the X Blu-ray, so I think I'm gonna have to pick that up too. There's only a handful of movies that I will ever like double and triple dip for, and this X trilogy is one of them. And next up, the new Vestron video release, Earth Girls Are Easy, a classic that I have not seen in, I mean, decades, at least 20 years probably. Gina Davis, Jim Carrey, Damon Wayans, and Jeff Goldblum. And introducing Julie Brown, Downtown Julie Brown. If you're old like me, you know who that is. Another banger from Vestron. I love the artwork, man. It looks really cool. And next up, Wayne's World, the 4K. I actually do like the artwork. I heard some people complaining about the artwork on this one. I think it's cool. I think it looks great. It looks like they didn't just slap it together. It's got some style to it. I dig the artwork. I have not got a chance to watch this, so if you guys have watched this already, how's the transfer? How's it looking? I haven't really heard anything yet, so that's it. That is the haul. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I am off now to edit my review of The Menu. So if you're watching this, check my other channel, Movie Watch Daily, for my review of The Menu, starring John Leguizamo, Ralph Fiennes, Anya Taylor-Joy. Really cool movie. I'll be dropping my full review for that. But other than that, guys, I think we're done here. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Stay weird. Remember to always be yourself. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.
A Christmas gift from Radio Shack.
Before Christmas, they claimed they were bored. But then I found Radio Shack's incredible selection of electronic games. He's rescuing the fair maiden with the Kingman game. She's exploring dangerous new worlds with Zackman. And with the alien chase game, he can do space battle with an opponent or by himself. There are more gifts if anyone's bored. I was!
Fascinating electronic games from $7.95 to $59.95, only at Radio Shack.